going on? Welcome to another episode of Riding with Tim. Give y'all a glimpse of what I'm looking at here. Sure did. They put a tiny home out there, you all. So there's a mobile home that had been sitting there for years, and just here this month, I do believe that they just put a tiny home. Ooh. Yeah, you gotta be careful. I sure wasn't paying no attention. I'm glad I seen him. Man. So there are bicyclists out here on the road here. Like I said, just gotta pay attention. It's a good thing he had some flashing lights. Thank you guys for joining me today, though. This is a beautiful day, 73-degree weather. Um, if you haven't already, please hit the like button and subscribe. As I stated before, this is a beautiful day. And I just forgot exactly what I was talking about before. Oh, the tiny home. So there was a tiny home back there. Thank you for the like. So there was a mobile home back there that had been sitting there for a while. And just here recently, they put a tiny home on the property. I don't know how that works out here in Hardin County. I guess they can classify it as a shed. But if they go to put water and electricity to it, I wonder how Hardin County would, what kind of zoning requirements does Hardin County have? Because I know in Hart County, if you put another mobile home on the property with an existing mobile home, one or more, let's just say this, one or more mobile homes on a property is considered a mobile home park in Hart County. So, because I had 2 acres of land that I was going to use, and they told me I couldn't put another mobile home on there unless I put street lights and I had to have street signs and just all kinds of stuff, man. It's just like, whatever. It was going to cost me more than I was going to get back quickly. You know what I'm saying? I might have got it back in the long run, but it'd have been very, very long term before I got my money back on that investment. I didn't have that money to put it into a project so it can be held there for a while. If that makes sense. Hold on here. I see some. Hold on. Let me drive real quick, and I'm gonna respond to the comments. That's right. Phone out there. Let's see what we got here. Hey, how are you doing? Thank you. I appreciate that. We got some flowers, okay. Selling some flowers. I'm gonna have to get down this road a little piece, you all. I kind of misjudged my time this morning. Let's see what we got here. Hello, hello. I am headed to Shepherdsville. Hello, Philippines. That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you for tuning in. It's hard for me to see the screen because when the sun hits my glasses, they turn dark. They're transition glasses, so you have to forgive me if I don't get to read all the comments or if I don't respond quickly. Plus, I'm driving, but I will try to respond to every comment that I can. Oh. Okay. Oh, wow. Belgium. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. That's exciting. I'm just an old country boy from Kentucky. Yeah, but I can't believe I misjudged my time like that. I don't know. I need to get some of this stuff. I need to get some of my active projects finished so I can get them off my mind. You know what I mean? Thank you for subscribing and liking. I appreciate all of my subscribers, all the likes, all the comments. It's truly awesome. I first started doing this, I thought, well, I'll be talking to myself for years, but nobody's going to watch. But I have some loyal followers, my cousin, my best friend, so several other people. I'm not going to try to name everybody who is a loyal follower because I don't want to upset anyone if I leave you out. But I do want you to know I recognize you and I appreciate you checking me out and supporting me. Also, check me out on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I post there pretty regularly, especially Facebook and TikTok. Instagram, not so much, but I will respond to comments on Instagram. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to try to read again, you all. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. It's in the middle of the night. Well, thank you. Thank you for the subscription and the like. I appreciate it. I think I might be able to make where I'm going, y'all. I got 30 minutes to go. I think I might be able to make it. I might, oh lordy, I might have to drive a little fast. Something about, if I read in the paper right, they said something about reducing the speed on this road here. So I'm going to be looking for, just let me check. It's 55. At least that's what my GPS says. No, that's fine. That's fine. I'll be ending the live before I get to where I'm going anyway, so I'm just driving. But I do appreciate you tuning in and keeping me company as long as you can. Daggone, I should have stuck with that car. It's getting on down the road. Nice little vintage truck. Yes, I do live videos at 7 a.m. about around 7:20 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I do those when I go to work. I'm thinking about doing them also when I start getting off of work for the people who don't get up real early. But yeah, I'll be more than happy to. I'll do my best. If not, just tune into the archives. They'll be on my channel. But I thank you guys. Y'all made my day. Okay, well, that's awesome. That's awesome. I'm so happy that your father got to see another year. My dad passed away, it'll be 7 years ago, in May 30th. Still hard to believe I say it out loud. Okay, cool. Just whenever you can, just tune in with me. I will try to. I don't usually have a regular schedule, but 80% of the time my videos are done around about 7:20, between 7:20 and 7:50 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then periodically, randomly, I'll get on here like this and do a video. Thinking about doing another one later on today. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna see. Oh, wow. Yeah, you know what? It's hard. It's hard. I mean, because there for the longest time, and if you ever go back into the archives, I talk about my dad a lot. But for the longest time, we didn't get along. So as a child, I wanted to make him proud. I mean, I don't know of any child with their dad is present in their life, they ain't trying to do something to get their approval. You know what I mean? And then as a teenager, I just never really thought about him much. We didn't get along real well. I wasn't the best kid, but I wasn't as bad as he thought I was. And then as an adult, the first part of my adult years, from about 18 to about, I'm going to say 22, for about 4 years of my adulthood, man, we fought all the time. I mean, I couldn't do nothing right, couldn't do nothing to please him, and really didn't want to do anything to please him. I didn't care, you know what I mean? I thought, well, I'm working now, I don't need this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. And, but, he really did start, we got a connection, man. I mean, started hanging out. We just really ever had any more arguments. I mean, not to say we didn't have some, but we didn't have any really bad ones like we had before. I guess I got the bond that I was looking for. You know what I mean? Let's just be honest. I'm being honest with you guys. Finally got the bond that I was looking for, and it was nice. It was nice while it lasted. It really was. We really did. Really did have fun. I remember when I was working a swing shift, one week I was on day shift, one week I was on afternoon shift, and one week I was on midnights. And it would rotate. And he got my schedule down, and like every Friday morning, because at Friday morning at 8 a.m., that was what I called my long weekend. I would get off Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, go back to work on Wednesday. And at 8 a.m., if he didn't text me or call me, he didn't text, but if he didn't call me the Thursday night before, or if he didn't call me that Saturday morning, or he would call me that Friday morning, and he'd be like, hey, when you get off work, you want to go get some breakfast? And we did that once a month. We go get some breakfast, Sometimes Mom would join us, sometimes my brother would join us. But every month, when I was on my swing shift, we went out and eat every morning, So, I miss those days. I miss those calls sometimes, I'll tell you kids, you young ones that's on here now, or if you ever listen to the archives, you're going to have phone calls when you get older from your parents, and you're going to be like, oh, I don't want to talk to them right now. Oh, it's not a good time. You will. I promise you, if you live long enough, you'll wish for those types of phone calls again. And you'll be telling yourself, I wish I would have picked up that day. I could have one more conversation. One more conversation. Now think about just not just my dad, man. I had an uncle that I was real close to. All my grandparents gone. I'm old now, just there's a lot of people that influenced my life, they're gone, So, let's see what we got here. It is hard to grow up. It is. It's hard to grow up. All right, I'll check you out. Matter of fact, when I get and I'm gonna go over all of the people who commented on my lives, and I usually try to go in and subscribe to their channels if they are, content creators. I'll subscribe to their channel. So I'll check you out here later on, and I'll subscribe. But yeah, like I said, check me out on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and don't let me forget to subscribe to your channel, and I'll follow you back. Oh, goodness gracious, you guys. Okay. Well, just check me out on Instagram. I'll follow you back. You gotta remember, I'm old, so this social media stuff is I'm very tech savvy. I know a little bit. I know enough to get by. I got 20 minutes. I think I'm gonna get there on time. I need to start. I get on my kids about time management, and really, I need to start doing better about my time management. I've gotten better, but I'm nowhere near where I need to be. I've tried to adopt the philosophy: if you are on time, you're late. You know what I mean? I've heard that so many times and really didn't understand. And I understand now. You need to be early. And I'm trying to start doing that with my 9 to 5. You know what I mean? I try to get there about 10 to 15 minutes earlier than I normally would. Usually it's 5. I'm like right on the dot. You know what I mean? I am not getting ready to give them more time than I need to. But being on time or being early is not for them, it's for you. Yes, you know what I mean? So, all right. Well, I appreciate you riding with me, man. I appreciate all y'all. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate y'all rolling with me and keeping me company. This is awesome. This is awesome. I usually, I've got, and if y'all come back, if y'all ever get a chance to catch me again, hopefully I'll have my normal crew on here. I have some amazing people that watch the channel, and they're really cool to talk to. So I'm hoping to get all of y'all together so we can get a group going and really have a good time. And I'm gonna start trying to schedule some lives. I'm gonna start putting some in my post there and on my Instagram, just letting you all know when I'm gonna go live the next time, and I'm gonna try to keep schedules. This random stuff, I know I like doing random, but it's not good for the people who like to view me. You know what I mean? If I just pop on. Okay, well, you have a good day, okay? You have a good day. Everyone who is celebrating birthdays or just living life, have a blessed one. And remember, if everyone's a servant, everyone gets served, okay? I want you to check that out. I got a shirt. I'm gonna let you guys look at this real quick. All right, so this is my shirt. Lindsay Engel got this shirt. She made this shirt for me. And on the front it says, if everyone's a servant. And on the back it says, everyone gets served. I am trying to transform my life into living that motto, okay? It's not fun being selfish. I get more joy out of helping people, you know what I mean? And I'm praying that other people will get joy out of helping people. So I just wanted to show y'all that. I'm gonna get back on the road here. Okay, cool. Thank you. Oh, wow. Well, tell him happy birthday as well. Guys, like I said, I really enjoy y'all. I know you got lives to live, so just the gratitude I feel right now, y'all, I don't know if y'all understand it. I understand how valuable time is. And you all just spent, and I want you to listen to that word, you spent your time with me. Time is currency. That means I feel valuable to you guys, and I thank you for that. I really do. I really do. I feel a lot of gratitude towards everyone who takes time out to watch. Okay, have a good day, buddy. Have a good day. Y'all don't know, man. I really do appreciate everything. All the comments, all the likes, all the views. I remember one day I said, I don't care if I get one view. I appreciate it. And I do. And one time I got 5 views. After I done had like 200, 300 views, I got 5 views. And, all right, bye-bye. Have a good day. And I was a little heartbroken. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you. I was like, oh, wow. Only got 5 views a day. But guess what? Those 5 views, those people were just as important to me as the 300. Because they're the most dedicated. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know what? I had to get out of my feelings. And like, you know what? I could have ended up with 0. So again, that's God humbling me and making me stand by my word. If y'all get a chance, check out our trip to Cincinnati. It's a 44-minute live. Now, there was hardly any audio whatsoever because I had people in the car and not everybody wanted to be recorded. But the scenery itself was really, it was nice. It was a nice drive. And I thought I was going to get a perfect shot of the Cincinnati skyline, and then a box truck got in front of me, so we kind of messed up my shot. But it was still nice. So if you get a chance, you like looking at cities and I think going into Cincinnati is the most breathtaking drive that I have taken so far, other than going into Providence, Rhode Island. All right, Providence, Rhode Island is the number one. How can I put this? My number one pick for driving into a city and seeing some beautiful scenery. All right, but driving into Cincinnati, when you're going north, you're dropping down a hill, and as you go around a curve, all of a sudden it opens up and you just see the Cincinnati skyline just out of nowhere. And I mean, it's breathtaking, you guys. I can't get used to it. It's really nice. I hope I didn't I'm sitting here talking. I hope I didn't pass up my I hope I didn't pass up my exit. I didn't run out of things to talk about, you guys. But if you ever get a chance to go to Cincinnati, you've never been, I highly recommend it. Let's see here. Nashville is a nice city. Louisville, it's got to be where you're going. But Louisville's also a nice city to patriot. I've been to a few. I like Atlanta. Atlanta's all right. I'm just praying that we'll be able to get back to traveling one of these days. You know what I mean? All right, you guys, passing. Y'all gonna pass him up, or we just gonna sit here? All right, you guys. Man, so again, I want to tell you my slogan. This comes from, this is inspired, I will say that. This is inspired by the Word of God. If everyone's a servant, everyone gets served. Okay? And the Bible talks about servitude, being a good servant. And whether we believe it or not, God serves us. So I want you all to have a good day. I'm going to try to get back on here later on. And thank you guys. Appreciate you guys. Have a good one.